It's that time of the year, it is the Steam Spring Sale, and who doesn't like cheap and good video games? I mean, well, probably the console gamers who don't get to use Steam, but for everyone else, I've done all the hard work for you. Here's all the best deals from the Steam Spring Sale. Now, I will be splitting this video into two, starting with the games that have hit their all-time lowest prices on Steam, and then we're going to move on to some of the must-play titles for under £5. Yes, you heard that correctly. Under £5. Inscription is a game with nearly 100,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews that is 50% off at £8.39. In its own words, it blends the deck-building roguelike, escape room-style puzzles, and psychological horror into a blood-laced smoothie. Sounds very interesting. Ghost Runner is a fast-paced action platformer set in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi world, and that's 70% off at £7.49. And to continue the fun, its sequel, Ghost Runner 2, is also at its lowest price, and 50% off at £17.49. Atomic Heart is an FPS game where you play as a Soviet KGB officer in a surreal, dystopian, alternate universe. And it's filled with hostile robots and bizarre creatures. It released last year, and it's 55% off at £24.74. And there's a free demo. A game that needs no introduction, Rainbow Six Siege is £3.39, which is a new historical low at 80% off. Crusader Kings 3 is a strategy game set in the Middle Ages that lets you control a dynasty and lead it to glory or ruin. You can make alliances, wage wars, manage your realm, and engage in complex politics to expand your influence. It's 60% off right now at £16.79. Straight off of my wishlist, and I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced. I think it might be Gris. It's 75% off, £12.79 down to £3.19. It's a visually stunning platformer known for that beautiful hand-drawn art style and soundtrack, as well as an apparently fantastic story. Death's Door is a critically acclaimed action-adventure game where you play as a Crow Reaper navigating a unique world and battling intense bosses. It's also 75% off at £4.18. Winner of the Sit Back and Relax Award in the 2023 Steam Awards, Dave the Diver, is 25% off at £12.74. It may not be the biggest discount in the world, but this game really took the world by storm last year. It was so popular. You can become a diver and uncover the secrets of the sea while also running your own sushi restaurant. I think it's about time that I go and experience it for myself. 7 Days to Die is a survival horror game set in a post-apocalyptic world where players must craft, build, and fight to survive against hordes of zombies, and it's 75% off at £4.55. Couple of cult classic simulation games, we've got 2 Point Campus, which is 75% off at £6.24, and 2 Point Hospital, which is 85% off at £3.74. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is 90% off. That's 90% off, which is insane. It is £3.49. If you are looking to play that one, what's your excuse? Go buy it. The Dead by Daylight dating simulator Hooked on You, which was very well received by the fans, is currently half price at £3.49. Blasphemous 2, which came out last year, is currently at its lowest price of £14.99. And finally, Pizza Tower. It's Pizza Tower, it's just over a tenner. Good time to pick it up. And now we're going to speed things up a little bit by talking about the best games that you can pick up right now for under £5, starting with The Forest, rated 10 out of 10 on Steam, it's £3.87. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, which is £2.49. Remember, we've got Hellblade 2 coming up. Yakuza 0 is £4.79, and there's a bunch of other Yakuza titles also in the sale. Portal 2 is a classic, and it's 85p. There's no excuse. If you somehow haven't played it before, please give it a try. Titanfall 2 is £2.49, and I've heard so many people talking about how good the story is in this one. I've not tried it myself, but I'm actually going to buy this one. With 183,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews, can you really go wrong? Everyone loves the Arkham series, and I'm happy to report Batman Arkham Knight is just £3.19 on Steam right now. Mortal Kombat 11 is £3.99, down from £39.99. What Remains of Edith Finch is £3.99, just 20p off of the lowest price it's ever been. This was also on my wishlist, so I'm picking it up immediately. I'm not going to pretend that I know an awful lot about racing games, but Need for Speed Heat was $59.99 and now it's down to $2.99. That's 95% off. That's pretty insane. Undertale is £2.09, Outlast 2 is $3.74, Blasphemous 1 is $4.99, Sleeping Dogs, fantastic game by the way, is £2.39, Ori and the Blind Forest is £3.74, A co-op game loved by everyone, A Way Out, is $4.99. Not quite under a $5, but it also features in this fantastic bundle with It Takes Two, so if you're looking for some games to play with a partner, friend, family member, here you go. City builder, resource management and survival game Frostpunk is $4.99. And I feel like I need to do an obligatory mention for Civ 6 being 90% off at $4.99, because that's hours, if not days of fun right there. I'm not personally allowed to play Civ because I tend to disappear and not get an awful lot else done, but you guys enjoy. There are a surprisingly high number of good deals this time round, so I'm sure that I've missed a few. Feel free to leave any in the comments that you're aware of that I didn't put in the video, and apologies, we're going to be doing this today instead of my usual weekly news video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.